What's up y'all, welcome to yet another video. This is your boy Amit and today I am going to show you how to create videos using Veo 3 by Google, and we're going to stitch together ChatGPT, Fal AI and Veo 3 to create a masterpiece. With that, let's get started. Alright, I am inside of my Flow account. Now a few updates as of June 9th, 2025. The biggest update is that Veo 3 now costs less than the original model, but due to the overwhelming response. So thank you so much Google for cutting the cost, because that was dang expensive, 100 plus credits for a single scene. So that has been cut down, and then they are also working on some of the other features that they have mentioned here. So that's good to know that they're working on things. There's bug improvements, there's audio improvements, and they're just going to keep getting better and better. So I'm going to sign in with my Google account. I'm on the Ultra account, and that's how you get access to Veo 3. So I have 12,500 credits as of now. Now let's go blow some credits. The concept of the video is to recreate this commercial by Nike. This was launched a month ago. I've kept the sound off so that the YouTube algorithm doesn't automatically flag this video with copyright content, but I wanted to show you this video to give you an idea of what I am looking to create. So this is the video. I'm going to try to recreate it. I fed the video URL directly into ChatGPT to get the step-by-step frames, but that did not work. So here's my ChatGPT chat. Break down this video for me scene by scene so I can recreate it. And ChatGPT said that it looks like it's an unlisted or private video, so it couldn't do it. Then I went to manus.im and did the exact same thing. Break this video down for me scene by scene so I can recreate it, and this time it was able to do it. And then here on the right side you can see all the scenes. So I took that back to ChatGPT and then said, okay, now based on this, give me 5-second scenes for this 30-second video. So here are my 5-second scenes. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take this and we're going to go to Fal AI, and that will allow us to convert these into camera ready scenes. So stick around with me. And if you don't want to get too complicated with Fal AI, you can always use my free tool, which is videoprompts.com. I used Lovable to create this. You can simply add this prompt here. So let me show you how it works. I copy this simple prompt, add it here. Now I can generate the scene by controlling some of this style movements, or I can say auto apply random advanced controls and generate scene. And it's going to use Fal AI in the backend to create this and then spit out a result. All right, so head on over to Fal AI. You can create an account, add a few dollars in here. I have $23 in here, but you can start with maybe like $5. And then from here, go to home, and if you don't see under your recently used apps the video prompt generator, you can click on view all and then click all here and search for video and go to video prompt generator. What this does is it allows you to generate a prompt from a single piece of text. This comes in really handy, especially for people like me. I have no clue how to write video prompts that are going to give me a good result in Veo 3. So what we're going to do is first we're going to test the raw prompt from ChatGPT, and then we're going to enhance it using Fal and see what kind of results we get. So our first prompt here is Nike X hyperrise logos animate in a dark gradient background, and then text overlay. So let's just put this exact thing in here. I'm going to start a new project. I'll select the Veo 3 fast text to video model here, and let's just go with one prompt and put this in here, see what happens. Now I did use the word Nike, so I don't know if that's going to be considered copyright and maybe it won't generate the results. Let's see. But I only lost 20 credits, so I started this with 12,500 credits. Now I'm at 12,480. So that's great, but let's see what the output looks like. While this is doing the output, I want to show you how this will look in Fal AI. So I've put the exact same prompt in here. Now what I can do is hit run. Now you can change any of these parameters. So there's camera style, camera direction, there's a lot to choose from, but I'm just going to say run. This is going to cost me $0.001 per request. And you can see now I have a better prompt. Now if I use some of these camera controls, so let's say style is dynamic, camera is Steadicam, and then run it again, that prompt is going to change. And now you can see this looks like a much better prompt. So we're going to take this and put it into flow/Google Veo 3. For now, I'm going to wait for the scene to generate, see how it looks, and then we'll regenerate the same scene with the enhanced prompt. So it looks like this one is generated. Let's see. All right, this was crappy. To say the least. Well, we got the Nike logo and I have no clue what else happened here. So I'm going to go back. Let's go to create a new project. All right, so there's my enhanced prompt. I'm going to try it again with Veo 3, but I'm also going to give it a shot with the original Veo 3 quality model, which is going to cost me the 100 credits, but I want to see how the output varies between Veo 3 fast and Veo 3 quality. So let's do that. Let's give it both. The first one is going to be our fast model, and then the second one is our quality model. We'll wait for that to generate and then be right back. All right, we have our two scenes generated. Let's take a look. This is the first one with the fast model. Okay, I do like the entry of the logo, but I don't know about this gimbal camera in the middle of it. So, and our prompt here was against a dark gradient, the merging of Nike and Hyper Rice logos pulses with anticipation, underscored by crisp, building electronic music. The warm-up to your warm-up materializes as the Steadicam. Because the Steadicam is in there, it added this camera. Glides forward, driven by the beat, injecting a rush of energy into the scene. The momentum builds, setting the tone for a world where preparation meets opportunity. Now let's look at this one here. The warm-up to your warm-up. Okay, I would say this is still much better, and that's the expensive model with 100 credits. Now let's continue to build this ad. I'm going to stick to the quality version, which is 100 credits, because that seems to be giving me the right output that I want. So this is our next one. Let's do this. I'm actually going to copy this entire thing, put it in Fal, and let's just reset this for now and hit run. All right, Jaden Daniels walks purposefully into view, etc., underscoring his role. All right, let's try this and see what kind of results we get. So it's a game of learning how to use the software, how to get to those detailed prompts to get those results. Now, if you missed my previous video, one of the tips that I had given in that is to go here and go to Flow TV. I think Flow TV is somewhere here. Okay, right here, hit the ellipsis, click on Flow TV. When you go to Flow TV, you can look at some of the prompts here. So I can go to different channels. I can go to choose all the channels, or just go and look at some of these videos here. I can go into Lightbox view. I can click on show prompt, and this is where you get to learn how these videos are being made. I don't know about you, but I didn't go to film school. I have no clue how to write movie scenes. So I can use these tools and get a better understanding and learn, and then get those better results. So Flow TV, check it out. I'll put that link in the description so you can check it out. Let's go back to our video generation here. So while our scene number 2 is getting generated, I'm going to move on to scene number 3, go back to Fal, and this time I do want to add a cinematic style, and then camera, because this is a product macro visuals. Let's see if we can find a camera that will match that macro visual. Maybe let's just go with Steadicam flow, and camera direction would be, let's just leave it none. Pacing can be none, and special effects, I have no clue what to choose here, so I'm just going to leave none. Now, I've been using the Gemini 2.0 Flash model to generate these prompts, but you can choose a different model here. So instead of Gemini, I can use LLaMA and see if I get better results for those prompts. And how you get those better results is the magic in the backend that Fal has already programmed for us. All right, so here's my result. As the hyper boost emerges from the shadow, a sleek and sexy close-up captures its rotating form, yada, yada, yada. So let's take this, go back to Flow, and punch it in. All right, this one says failed generation, and my guess is it's a failed generation because of the name that we are using, Jaden Daniels. So I am going to try and change that. Let's go back to our scene number 2. And now we are back to scene number 2. What I'm going to do is find where it said Jaden Daniels, text overlay, and just remove that text overlay. And here I'm going to just do voiceover instead of Jaden voiceover. And where it says shot of Jaden Daniels, I'm going to say shot of a male athlete. Okay, so we're going to replace Jaden Daniels' name with male athlete. Everything else will remain the same. Let's regenerate this. So this will be our scene number 2. And this time we don't have any mentions of Jaden Daniels. Let's try it again. Now, while this is happening, what I'm going to do is go back to ChatGPT and say redo scenes 4 through 6 and remove any mentions of Jaden. All right, I have asked ChatGPT to rewrite scenes 4 through 6 and not use the quarterback's name. So now instead it uses a male athletic figure. And I have also generated scenes 2 and 3 inside of Flow. Now, one of the scenes was not generating and it just said failed generation without any explanation, which was our scene number 4. So I've put the scene number 4 through Fal. Let's do it again. So I'm going to go here and grab my scene number 4, put it into Fal, and for additional settings, let's keep this cinematic and Steadicam. And I'm going to change this to LLaMA 3.170 billion parameters. Get our scene, and then you can see the cost is still less than a penny, right? So it's generating our scene now. All right, so here is my generated prompt. Let's take this, put it inside of Flow and get our video. I'm going to again change this to best quality, burn the 100 credits, but I'm going to see what kind of quality I get. I'm impressed with scene number 2 and scene number 3. So let me show you what this looks like. Scene number 2, here's my prompt. And if we play this,
performance starts before the game. Performance starts before.
Looks really good. And then here's scene number 3. I love the camera angles on scene number 3, which was also using Fal AI, and it looks really good. Now we have scene number 4 churning out, and while that happens, let's get 5 and 6 going as well. Then we can stitch them all together and look at that final ad. So here's our scene number 5. Again, no other changes. Actually, I'm going to try a long prompt. So I will make a change. Try a long prompt and see how that works. It's still going to cost me the same. Last time my request took about 26 seconds. So again, I don't know if it's because of the model that I'm using that it's taking a little longer. Here's our longer prompt, and this might yield better results because we are giving the AI more to work with. So let me just make sure there's no mentions of any quarterbacks here. LED lights, etc., etc. The air vibrates. Awesome. Looks like a good prompt. We'll find out soon. And then while that's happening, let's churn out our final prompt here. Yep, athlete looks at the camera, calm post-training pose. So again, no mentions of any quarterback. Looks like LLaMA model just takes a little longer. Could be because of the size, because it's a 70 billion parameter model. And let's go back into Flow. Now I'm not going to send that final scene just yet because I want to make sure that the first few scenes generate and I don't run into the unable to generate error from Google. So I'm going to pause the video, wait for these to generate, and be right back. All right, welcome back. Almost all of our scenes are generated. So this was scene number 2, scene number 3. Now let's look at scene number 4. Oh, that's really cool. And even though it changed the color of the shoe, it kind of stuck with the style of that shoe, right? So that's awesome. And then let's look at the scene number 5. All right, just the athlete practicing, love it. And then scene number, I think I pasted the wrong scene here. I was trying some other prompt for the VEO2 fast model, but this prompt wasn't meant to be for this scene. So we'll scrap that, but here's the final scene.
Train smart. Recover smarter.
Awesome. Now let's put all of this together and see what kind of ad magic we get. I'll pause the video, stitch these together and be right back. All right, I've stitched them all together. This is what the final product looks like without any editing. And remember, this was just text to video.
The warm-up to your warm-up. Performance starts before the game. Train smart. Recover smarter.
And there you have it. So ChatGPT plus Fal AI, and then take that all to VEO 3. And there you have it. That was the magic of ChatGPT plus Fal AI plus VEO 3. Now, ideally, you can skip ChatGPT step if you already have a script in mind. And if you don't know how to create these complex scenes, just like I don't, you can check out Fal AI or my vibe coded tool, video prompts. I'll put all those links in the description. As always, don't forget to smash that subscribe button so you get notified next time I release a video. And until next time, keep prompting.